Hello guys, hope you are enjoying very good health. We are here with a brief explanation of Dawn editorials. We will also indicate punctuation marks, discourse markers, and difficult words. Our first editorial is Senate Chair poll. Yesterday's election for Senate Chairman has yielded a result, but the saga is far from over. PTI-backed nominee Sadiq Sanjrani with 48 votes was declared the winner over the opposition's Yusuf Raza Gilani, who bagged 42 votes. However, as a discourse marker, 8 votes were rejected, of which 7 were in favor of Mr. Gilani. Dash will break the flow of sentence. A revelation means revealing something that has caused an uproar, mean anger, outcry, furore or outrage within the opposition, which is considering challenging the decision in the Supreme Court, although the presiding officer maintains the vote were cast incorrectly. Ahead of the vote is a discourse marker. The figures for party strength suggested that 47 members would vote for Mr. Sanjrani and 51 for Mr. Gilani. But during the poll, Mr. Sanjrani secured an additional vote, an indication that one opposition senator voted against party policy and in favor of PTI. Interestingly, the deputy chairman slot was also secured by the PTI candidate with 10 votes more than the opposition candidate, a result that shows some opposition members voted in favor of the ruling party. This is hardly surprising, as Senate elections are routinely marred by allegations of vote buying, horse trading and political engineering. Marred means spoiled or ruined by allegations. But certain movements during yesterday's election set a new record in the proverbial book of dirty tricks. The discovery by opposition lawmakers of hidden cameras in the polling booth is an astounding and blatant violation of sanctity of the upper house and the election process. Astounding means amazing, astonishing, and blatant means a bad behavior done openly and unshamefully, and sanctity means holiness. An election with, according to the rules, should be conducted by a secret ballot was tampered with by unknown individuals who hoped to spy on lawmakers casting their votes, who planted the devices, and what exactly they were hoping to find out is anyone's guess. Moreover, a discourse marker, allegations from opposition politicians that their members were being threatened by the establishment to switch sides hint at yet another nefarious plot. Nefarious means wicked, evil or sinful plot. As the government celebrates its Senate victory, the truth is that democracy has lost, much like it did in the Senate seat elections earlier in this month when the ruling party allied vote buying. Pakistan's Senate elections have often been held under a cloud of suspicion as buyouts and underhanded tactics are employed to make lawmakers switch sides. Though politicians have normalized the unsavory practice of buying loyalty, the role of undemocratic forces in allegedly threatening and spying on lawmakers is even more sinister. Sinister means evil. Such tactics are an affront means an insult to the parliament, and unfortunately will not end till political parties put their differences aside and collectively reject interference. Sadly, there are no signs that this realization will dawn on our politicians anytime soon. Anyone who thought the Senate polls would be fair exercise has been proven wrong. If anything, it shows that the battle for power by any means will go on, and the politicians will continue to either be manipulated or participate of their own accord in undemocratic practices. Our next editorial is about improved auto sales. Pakistan automobile industry has posted a robust growth. Robust means increased growth in the COVID period. The new data from the PAMA, the Automobile Manufacturers Associations, for the first 8 months of the present fiscal, means from July to the end Feb, shows that the sale of passenger cars, jeeps, vans, trucks recorded a 24.3% year-on-year jump to more than 1,13,905 units. The number does not show the sale of one of the more aggressive new players, Lucky Motors. The 2 and the 3-wheel segment also expanded by 17.3% year on year to 1.27 million units. The sale of tractors more than doubled, but the manufacturers of buses and trucks show their sales plummet mean decrease. The automobile industry's growth reflects an overall uptick, means increase in domestic economic activities after COVID-19 lockdown restrictions were lifted. The hefty reduction in interest rates that pushed automobile financing has also played a major role in and turnaround in car sales. Car leasing jumped by Rs 51 billion in the 7 months from July to end January. The automobile industry had been facing strong headwinds on tough economic conditions spawned by IMF mandated economic stabilization policies even before the country was hit by the coronavirus. Industry was shrinking on plunging sales as the government took unsuccessful action to document the economy. Plunging means falling steeply. However, is a discourse marker followed by a comma. The new impetus means motivation or stimulus. The new stimulus to the sales of cars and other automobiles in recent months has endangered hopes of an early revival. Total industry sales bearing trucks, buses and 2 and 3 wheelers are projected to spike to 500,000 units over the next 5 to 6 years if the current growth momentum continues. So, with several Chinese car makers presenting their brands and investing in local assembly in Pakistan to take advantage of tax concessions given in 2016 to 2021 auto sector policy, the automobile industry is undergoing a significant change as customers get more choices and old players come up with the new and better models. The interest shown by the Chinese automobile companies is introducing their electric cars at discounted prices, and the expectation that the Japanese car makers will bring in hybrid vehicles and could usher means one who escorts in more changes in the automobile landscape and intensify competition. With the existing auto policy having attracted new Korean and Chinese automobile brands, the next policy for 2021 to 26 must focus on incentives for auto exports and introduction of smaller, affordable, entry-level cars for middle-class consumers, especially working women. Additionally, a discourse marker, the government also needs to ensure that car makers pay special attention to complying with automobile safety to protect passengers. Our last editorial is about TikTok blocked again. On the direction of Peshawar High Court, the Pakistan Telecommunication Authority has once again banned TikTok in Pakistan with immediate effect. This ban follows an earlier one unilaterally imposed by PTA on Chinese app last October. Access was eventually restored some days later after representatives of social network assured the telecom regulator that they would cooperate with the Pakistan government in accommodating its request for stricter moderation and content removal. In response to this latest move, TikTok released a statement in which it claimed it was aggressively and proactively complying with the pledge. Pledge means a promise, including by growing its local language moderation team by almost 250% since September, but that it was also committed to ensuring its users' rights to express themselves creatively on the platform. Meanwhile, is a discourse marker, Minister Fawad Chaudhry has termed the ban on the citizens will pay a huge price for and has offered to conduct tech modules for judges through his Ministry for Science and Technology, echoing statements he made last month in which he lamented means a passionate expression of grief or sorrow that Pakistan industry and its relation with tech companies had been hampered means obstructed or impeded by ill-conceived state policies and a court decision. This is a succinct mean concise. It is a brief summary of problem with imposing wholesale bans on online services in digital age, but the fact that TikTok bears the brunt of such capricious and arbitrary all social media platforms. Brunt means force or shock, and capricious means variable or unstable. Arbitrary means unfair, despotic or tyrannical decisions. The only explanation of this outsized focus on TikTok, perhaps in between the double commas is a discourse marker, is the fact that it is considered the people's platform with unparalleled popularity among Pakistani working class, many of whom have successfully leveraged their online profiles to earn income for themselves and reach audience ranging in the millions, with the government struggling to create jobs amid means in between stagnant means inactive, sluggish or slow growth, the country's decisions makers should be more concerned with facilitating those who are using talent and innovation to generate revenue and opportunities instead of taking it upon themselves to turn the country into a nanny state. Thank you so much. This was all about today's Dawn editorials.